Hello, I'm Asha Nayaswami. I'm the author of the book Swami Kriyananda as we have known him. I wrote that book in 2003. Well, I published it in 2006. I started writing it. I spent several years just flailing around until I figured out that I wasn't going to be able to write a biography. So instead, I would write a collection of stories. I subsequently did write a biography, but not until some 15 years later or so. And when I wrote the stories, I took the liberty not only of presenting people's experiences with Swamiji, but also adding explanation, drawing the principle out of the story. And some of it, well, almost all of it, I had to do intuitively. Some of it, Swamiji himself had explained himself to me, because he's the one who asked me to write about him, so he helped me all the way through. When I was nearly done with the manuscript, I went to India where Swami was living and stayed there about 2 or 3 weeks and wrote the final stories and sat side by side with him when he went over the manuscript. And he made only 2 corrections, and one of them was this one. The story was that Swamiji felt that his appearance was too youthful and that people were not respecting him as much as they would have if they felt that he was more mature and had more experience. He had plenty of experience, but he was too youthful. And I wrote that he prayed to Master to have his hair turn white. Swami said to me, I did not. He's reading it. We're side by side. He's reading the manuscript. He said, I did not. And I said, sir, you did. You told me. And then I told him where we were standing. I remember him talking. He said, I did not say that. No, let me change those words. He said to me, I never would have said that. That's what he actually said to me. That became significant. And I said, well, it's here, sir, and I remember it. And of course, if my memory was that faulty, then I was going to be in a lot of trouble. So we parted without a resolution. And very, very often for me, inspiration comes either in the middle of the night or just when I wake up. And so that one came in the middle of the night. I just woke up and said and realized what the truth of it was. What Swami had actually said to me is, I prayed to Master and my hair turned white. Not I prayed to Master that my hair would have turned white. And it's not that Swamiji remembered the incident per se, although maybe he did. But what he'd actually said to me is, I never would have said that, because he never told Master how to resolve an issue. All he did was he prayed. He told Master what the problem was. He laid the problem at Master's feet, asked for a solution, and after that, his hair began to turn white. And it was very interesting to me later as I reflected on it, because the nature of the mistake was a very, very subtle one, but it was a very important line that I did know, but I had lost track of, which is Swami was absolutely consistent. And he would never have done something that contradicted a fundamental way of life for him, which was that he would never instruct Master. He would only trust him to resolve the issue if Swami laid it at his feet. So, of course, I rewrote it. I told Swami, you're absolutely right, sir. I was wrong. And of course, I'll put it down as it meant to be, as it was said, and as it should be said.